Bitcoin Well offers an easy and nearly instant way of obtaining Bitcoin and getting it directly into your own self-custody. Today, we're going to go through a speedy tutorial of how to do just that. I am Ben with the BTC Sessions. This is your daily session.
HODL the Bitcoin.
Before we dive in, quick shout out to sponsors of the show, CoinKite.com, where you can pick up the best hardware on the market to secure your Bitcoin. Seedor.io has you covered when it comes to the most robust and beautifully designed metal backup solution for your seed phrase. Nunchuk.io gives you assisted multisig for your Bitcoin along with baked-in inheritance planning. Start9 has you covered with plug-and-play devices to host not only your Bitcoin stack, but your digital life like files, passwords, and photos. And of course, HodlHodl has you covered when it comes to peer-to-peer trading and lending with no KYC. All links are in the show notes down below. So let's dive in and let's start with some prerequisites. What are you going to need to know to successfully navigate this tutorial? Well, this one's pretty easy. First up, you're going to want to head over to bitcoinwell.com and you can sign up. Simply use your email address. It'll request a few bits of information and verifications are pretty quick. Secondly, you're going to want to have a Bitcoin wallet. For this example, I'm going to be using just a tutorial wallet that I use on my desktop. It is called Sparrow wallet, but any Bitcoin wallet will work just fine. And you're going to want to navigate to your receive screen and copy an address that you can use. During the setup, it will request you for a receiving address, but you can always swap in new ones as we go. Other than that, this is a Canadian and US based service. I'm going to be coming from the Canadian perspective and kind of show the flow there, but the flow will be very similar in the US, but it will pertain to US billing options. So with that, we're going to dive right in. We're going to take a look at how to get us some Bitcoin. So here we are on bitcoinwell.com. I'm logged in to my existing account and just some general navigation here on the main screen. You do have options to buy and sell Bitcoin. You also, along the left-hand side, have buy, recurring buys, sells, paying bills, buying gift cards, wallet management, transaction limits, blockchain speed settings, and some also educational content. Now, in terms of anything you might want to do before going in and buying, again, wallet management will be done upon initial setup, but if you do want to add a different address, you can navigate there. I can see an address that I've previously given that is linked to the wallet that we're looking at. But if I want to add a different wallet, I can add a label and paste in a Bitcoin address and save it, and it will add it to the queue, and it will be an option when I go to buy. Finally, you want to check out your speed settings. You can do the free option, which they will batch transactions out to a whole bunch of customers all at once at set intervals, and it will let you know when the next one is. You can also do your fees based on immediate sending. So if I want an urgent transaction based on how busy the Bitcoin network is, that's going to be around $2.50 with current fee prices. But again, you can always go for the slow or the batched free option. With that, let's go ahead and let's buy some Bitcoin. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the buy button. Otherwise, I could hit the buy over on the left-hand side. This takes me to my main screen. Notice that it has the previous Bitcoin address that I had pasted in upon setup. But again, if I had different ones that I wanted to add, I would do that through my wallet management option over on the side, and I could hit the drop down and choose a new one. That also gives me an option to add a new one there. Anyways, up at the top, we have a window where I can type in the number of dollars I would like to spend. Keep in mind, this is all in Canadian dollars currently. So if I want to buy $100 worth of Bitcoin, it tells me exactly how much Bitcoin I'm going to get. Down below, I see my payment options. In Canada, we have something called Interac e-Transfer. There is online bank transfers and wire transfers. I'm going to go for the easiest and quickest option. When I hit the drop down, it tells me exactly what to do. You're going to send an Interac e-Transfer to the following email address. The e-Transfer security question is BTC sessions, and the security answer is these digits. Now, I have previously logged into my online banking and added Bitcoin Well as a payment partner or somebody that I can send Interac e-transfers to, a payee. And so this number up here is actually irrelevant. It just kind of shows me how much Bitcoin I'm going to get given the current rates. But all I need to do ever is to just send an Interac e-transfer to this address. I don't even need to log into Bitcoin Well. It will just automatically hit their account. It will be auto converted. They will purchase Bitcoin from me and they will send it to the designated address that I have active right now. So I'm going to do just that. So here I do have my Bitcoin Well wallet here, my Sparrow tutorial wallet that I'm going to be working with. I also have my phone pulled up here. And so you'll be able to see me. I've set up my e-transfer already, $100 going to Bitcoin Well with this necessary security question set up. I'm going to hit continue. And this gives me, again, just a general summary of it. Everything looks good. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to hit send now, and that will go off to Bitcoin Well. Okay, so that is now sent. I'm going to jump back over here and I'll go to my home screen, and it may take a moment to pop up here, but as soon as they see that transfer, then they will execute a Bitcoin buy and they will send it off to my wallet. So we'll just kind of hang out here and we'll wait for a notification. And as soon as that goes through, okay, there we go. Transaction is scheduled. Looks like I was made my purchase, and it let me. Now it does by default let me know the batching, but I did set my transaction limits, and everything should go through fairly quickly here. So in short order, I should see a transaction pop into Sparrow Wallet, and it will automatically be in my own self-custody. So I can get rid of that. I don't need, oh, and there it is. So there you can see within a couple of minutes, I had an e-transfer sent directly from my online banking, and I had Bitcoin land into my wallet here in, again, 2 minutes. And now in terms of the discrepancy of price, it's just because my wallet here is set to US dollars as its native currency, but the correct amount of sats has gone through. So I've received my Bitcoin. I've done everything I need to do. And there you go, from dollars to sound money in just a couple of minutes. And just a quick little review here. Jumping back to the main screen, I can now see that transaction has shown as gone through. Everything's all set. Now, again, if I do want to send another e-transfer, I don't even need to log in here anymore. I can just go to my bank. I can send a transfer and it'll automatically pop up into my Bitcoin wallet within a couple minutes based on my settings. Once again, the discrepancy in sats versus the quote would have been just related to my preference for on-chain fee. So, be privy to that. Make sure that you know kind of where fees are at. If you don't want to pay a high fee, choose the batch transaction option, and that will be free transfer. You don't have to pay an on-chain fee for that. And in terms of address reuse, if you prefer to have a different address every time, simply jump in, add a new wallet, and swap it out on the buy screen, and then you're good to go. But other than that, this is super, super quick. I'm pretty impressed with the speed at which you can get things directly into self-custody, and they don't even hold it, right? Like the second that buy takes place, it's off to my wallet. It's never in their custody. And I think that's an excellent way to go about dealing with Bitcoin. One other quick note I wanted to make here on limits. I've got to say those limits: $1 million max daily, $1 million max weekly. Yeah, I mean, I wish I could utilize all of that, but nonetheless, at least I won't be bumping up against my limits. So yeah, kudos, Bitcoin Well. So just some final thoughts here. There's a reason why I made this tutorial super short, is because I wanted to kind of emphasize the, I guess, the ease and the speed of the flow of obtaining Bitcoin directly into my wallet. I feel like that's not a frequent thing that you see around anymore. There's typically a lot more steps, but as you can see, it's just boom, 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 and it's into your wallet. So love what they've done here. Of course, you would have seen a bunch of other options and things that Bitcoin Well has there. There's gift cards, there's paying bills, there's all kinds of stuff in there. And I will be covering that again in the future when I do a more in-depth tutorial. But again, to really bang home the point of this is quick and convenient, I wanted to show that. So let me know what you think about the flow there and how you think of it. I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comments down below. If you're Canadian, let me know how that worked out for you. If you're in the US, let me know about your flow that you've got. And I will try to cover that in future videos as well, what it looks like from a US perspective doing the buys. But they have some pretty good ways of being able to use the US payment system to try and give you the quickest possible service as well. So yeah, again, let me know in the comments down below what you think. And of course, if you do want to check them out, there is a link in the show notes down below that'll take you right where you need to go. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, please do like, subscribe, share. All these things help a ton getting this content in front of more eyeballs. And if you do need some additional help, maybe you have never set up a Bitcoin wallet before, or you want to learn about cold storage, you can head over to my website, btcsessions.ca. The Learn section has a ton of free materials and step-by-step video tutorials to get you all set up with everything you need. And if that doesn't quite cut it, you can always reach out to me in the booking section to book me for private one-on-one educational sessions. Anyways, have a great day, guys. I'll see you guys next time for your daily session.
HodlHodl the Bitcoin.